Alright, now we're gonna read chapter 124 of the One Punch Man remake. Serious justice is the strongest. A really cool shot of Saitama here. This one is called the New Fubuki Group. I think that's really funny. This is something that Oda is really good at with One Piece chapter titles too. That in moments that are quite climactic, in moments where lots of really serious things are happening, he'll always have like one kind of comedic plot line, and that will often get the title. So the idea of the New Fubuki Group, which is presumably Fubuki, Bang, and Blast, or I'm sorry, not Blast. I said Blast last chapter too. I mean, Boom? Bang? Bang. No, he's oh my, let's just go ahead. You know, other Kung Fu Man. You don't, come on, I know you're not watching this channel because I'm the best at remembering names. Or the best at even remembering which characters are which. I don't know why you're watching this channel, but I know it's not for that. So, you know, just keep that in mind. It's Blast and maybe it is Boom. I don't know. But they're fighting. They're fighting the overgrown Rover, who can just spam huge fireball attacks. It's not a good matchup. Fubuki's psychic powers mostly are around like manipulating objects, manipulating bodies, throwing pebbles at people. And these two, of course, are Kung Fu masters. How are you supposed to punch ball of fire? How are you supposed to deflect that? An amazing shot here. I love the way that the Monster Association headquarters are also just like deteriorating. It has this like amazing like hive-like structure that in some ways is very like symmetrical, in some ways has that like cyclopean geometry, or no, cyclopean architecture, or whatever, if you've heard of that. If I'm not making it up. Cyclopean masonry is the term I'm thinking of, where things are like really massive and kind of asymmetrical and built with kind of like mysterious technology. It feels very hive-like. It feels more like they were constructing it in an insectile format rather than with like human intelligence and planning. Has that kind of haphazardness. Anyways, it's all fantastic. All these little details and stuff. But it's all really emerging more and more as things get blowed up. look at how stuff gets blowed up. We see all these columns, all these different styles of architecture interwoven, tiny little details like this ladder heading up to a doorway halfway up. I don't know, I just love it. The richness and the love and the passion put into this one panel, which is quite inconsequential. In the story, this just depicts fight against Rover continues, right? There's no new information here. And yet the sense of scale, the sense of place, the sense of aesthetic that comes through with just the briefest of glance of this panel, the effect that has cannot be understated. Anyways, enough gushing about this. Let's move on. Damn dog is really making a mess of things. He seems injured. Yeah, this is its third major fight. We've seen a monster of this level. What on earth are we supposed to do against that? Probably one of the Monster Association's strongest members. Now, Bang here is actually pretty accurate. Like, it is Dragon tier. It is a cadre. But I think he's really underestimating, like, how absurdly strong some of the other members are. It's not just that Rover is, like, top 10, and all of the top 10 are around the same. They're all top 10. But no, Rover is, like, top 10, and then the top 5 is just truly incomprehensible. Should have split up with King. Yeah, they sent King on his own because they figured that would be more balanced. Oh, poor King. All right, what are they gonna do? Rover sneaks up on them, showing actually quite a bit of intelligence. This is almost like cute. I don't know, something about the dynamics of this. Just the way that they look so shocked here as Rover like skids in to keep fighting them. It's cute. Yabai. He shoots another big beam. The two martial artist experts begin their own signature fists, flowing water and slashing wind, maybe? slashing something, I think. Anyways, Fubuki O2 doing her psychic pose thing. Will it be enough? A huge blast. This is cool too. We can tell that this is like the same area as before, right? We can tell that this structure, which is made up of just the central column of a gigantic pit that was blown wide open by previous fights. So good. So good! So we've established that in that previous panel that I wouldn't stop gushing about. And now, in this new panel that I won't stop gushing about, we get a really well done sense of the scale of this attack. Even though this is like a totally abstract attack, it's just a big glowy ball with some lightning. Doesn't really mean much. We know, because of seeing this area before and seeing it in scale with the other characters, just how devastating this is. How the heck are they supposed to survive this? I don't know. Whoa, another amazing shot! Look at this. Look at the rubble. How do you draw something like this? It's insane. It's just truly insane. Whoa! The spiral of brick being cut out by his fists. I'm unscathed. Oh, Fubuki manages to do it. At great, great mental cost. You can see the veins bursting. Her eyes are bleeding from the sheer psychic concentration. But she really came through here. They were totally enveloped in that energy blast and that burning energy flame, but totally unscathed because of the last remaining resort, the psychic barrier. Don't expect me to be able to block the next one. Okay, so they got caught off guard once. It can't happen again. They turn to see Rover charging up an equally strong attack. Fubuki steals herself. I can't run away. It's unclear if she means I'm physically incapable of running away from this attack because it's so huge, or if she actually means more of like a Shinji Ikari. I mustn't run away. I can't let myself run away. I have to confront this head on. If it's the latter, if she's Shinjiing it, I think that's pretty dumb. This isn't a believe in yourself type battle. This is a you are horribly outmatched type battle. What can they do? What can they do? I think I know what they can do. Or wait, maybe that's not going to happen in this chapter. I don't quite remember the sequencing, but they do. There is one special move they have against Rover that they haven't thought to use. Sorry, everyone. Just as we were joined by strong new members and about to rebuild the group, this is her imagination of the new Fubuki group. I like that she still retains the old members, the eyelashes, Mountain Ape. The girl whose name I forget but I always think is so cute. Saitama now is there, just without explanation, and Genos in the same sort of outfit as everyone else, but still with ripped sleeves. She lets him have that. That's like his iconic look. Bang and Bomb? Is that his name? Bomb? In the back. The Fubuki group. We loved you so well. Could it really end here? It's the leader. This is the best strategy I can come up with. You two of the new Fubuki group. So here we have a little special shonen time. That is to say, this is something very common in shonen series, especially sports series, where characters really don't have the time to be thinking and saying all the things they're thinking and saying, given that an attack is flying towards them or the ball that they're supposed to return is flying down over the net. But it doesn't matter. I'm just calling it out. I'm calling it out for fun because I think it's an interesting aspect of the medium, but I'm not actually complaining. But yeah, like, how can she say this? The Rover was already attacking. We'll put up the shield one more time. We should look for an opportunity to escape. Fubuki planning on sacrificing herself. The most egotistical, self-serving, maniacal person in One Punch Man. Already we learned that she kind of had noble intentions with the Fubuki group. Sure, they were self-serving, but maybe she did actually lower herself to stay with them. Maybe she did offer some genuine protection from the rest of the scavengers of B-class. But, you know, alternatively, maybe it was just a way for her to feel cool. But here, now, as she sacrifices herself, Can we really doubt her selflessness? It's kind of moving, isn't it? She's able to reinforce their bodies, telekinetically allowing them to move without pain or soreness. The attack comes. The plan put in effect. They don't have any time to object. Fubuki straining herself to the absolute limit to put up this final barrier. Ooh, but they do it. They're able to deflect it now. Beforehand, we assumed that that didn't work. That they were starting to warm up their swirly fists and stuff. But then we cut to big explosion. Clearly that wasn't going to suffice. They needed Fubuki to help them. But here, with the additional limberness of their bodies, with Fubuki telekinetically enhancing them, they're able to actually deflect the energy blasts of Rover. She doesn't need to sacrifice herself after all. That's cool. That's cool. It really feels like they are the Fubuki group. Like they're actually doing it. They're actually teaming up effectively. I never would have guessed. The sharpness has returned to my fists. All right. They leap at it. A panel here of just the whirlwind and water stream fists. Their energy flowing through the black space. Cross-fang Dragon Slayer Fist. A technique named quite ambitiously that it can take down a dragon. But we gotta remember, this is the actual first clean hit they've gotten in on Rover. The rest of the time they were running from the blasts, they were scrambling all over the place to try to fight against them, to try to get any sort of hit in. But they were never actually able to land a blow. So even though this attack may seem meager compared to the size and scale, we gotta remember that such combo attacks were able to fend off Senior Centipede. So this is cool. I like the dynamic of a fight. There is a good Frankie fight when Frankie fights the mouse-looking guy from CP9, where it seems like the protagonist character is getting outmatched. It seems like the protagonist character is hopeless against the enemy character. But then what you realize is like, oh man, he's never even landed a hit. Like, whatever tricks and evasion and stuff have been working up until this point, so that when they finally get that hit, it doesn't feel like your traditional shonen ass pulling where, oh, now the protagonist is stronger. They were weaker before, but they thought about their friends or something, and now they're stronger. No. They were actually stronger the whole time. They were actually capable of taking out the enemy the whole time. They just didn't get a chance until now. It's so satisfying when they finally get that one opening, and you're like, oh yeah. Oh, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared for a second. It's such a satisfying feeling. I get it in Melee too, when I'm playing Melee. That sometimes I'll play against someone who, to their credit, and this is really cool, they move really well. They mix me up. They're untraditional in some way that for a little while, for even like an entire stock, I can't find an opening. And usually this is someone who's seated much lower than me, that I'm expected to beat. And it's like, oh no, they got something going here. Like they're opening me up. I can't kind of get in their head. But then I have this confidence that it's like, I'm not scared. I'm gonna get that grab at some point. I'm gonna get that big knockdown at some point. And they don't even know. They don't even know how hard they're gonna be hit then. It's a beautiful feeling. Oh, it feels so good. When you finally get that grab and then you just take the stock and whatever lead they built up is just completely wiped out in like one punish. Ooh, it feels so good. And they're always so rattled. They're always so rattled. And then the next stock just goes like that. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, that's it. That's it. All right. Good chapter. Good chapter. Give me some real strong satisfaction feels. I hope this attack is effective. I think it would be so hype if this attack was effective. If Rover's just like meh, I think it undercuts a lot of the stuff I was just praising. So we'll have to see in chapter 125, which you will watch tomorrow, which I will record right now. Okay, see you then. Bye-bye.